Hello, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heijen and I am a Dragon Witch. Welcome on the Belgian cemetery in this place this time because I wanted to train myself. You might wonder yourself, why do you want to train yourself on a cemetery? What does this has to do with dragons? Well, actually, a lot, my brothers and sisters, because I want to feel the dragon. I want to experience the dragon. You know, on the Dragon's Path, I always try to experience and always try to experiment as well. I want to know things because in the beginning of my path, I could feel a dragon very close to me, and I know that this dragon is not physically with me. This is a dragon spirit. The dragon spirits that are coming to us. So what does it mean? So of course, the first time after I had my awakening, I wanted to know much more, and so I entered a cemetery. And for some reason, I was also opened for a lot of other things, like spirits in themselves. You know, you might see in this cemetery. This cemetery has a lot of people with a history, a lot of people, but some of these people can still be felt, like a lot of them don't want to move on. I can feel them. I can feel them here. I can still feel them, their presence. And the more that I can feel them, the more that I know that I can still feel also my dragon. Of course, the dragon is not dead. They are not dead spirits. They are not lost spirits. But they are still spirits because they are not belonging. Just like everyone in this cemetery. They don't belong here anymore. Their time is up. And so also the dragon does not belong here anymore in this world. They have left this place to the dragon realms. But because of you, they still want to be here by your side. But this is impossible. They cannot be here unless it's in a spiritual form. And so all of the dragons by your side, your draconic trinity, they cannot come here in a physical way. And that is actually very unfortunate. And sometimes I wish the dragon to come back in flesh and blood. But this is impossible. So this is the way of the dragon to come here, to come in spirit. So once I entered the cemetery for the first time, I could feel the spirits of the cemetery. And that is what I try to do now. I try to connect with the spirits here. But most of these spirits are like, yeah, they're human. They're human. They're not dragons, of course. They are human. And sometimes in the center of the cemetery, like here, so for example, I try to do rituals. And actually that is very bad of me because I try to open up the dragon with me. And all of these, of course, if you can see this, all of these people, you can see all of them were Catholic. All of them. And so whenever I showed them the dragon, they're like, yeah, Satan arrived to take them to hell, because a lot of them still don't know that they are dead. They still don't know. Even if I try to approach them, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to know it. Just the same thing. If I talk to people now to talk away from their religion or something like this, they don't want to hear it. And that is also what I experience in the cemetery. They don't want to hear that they are dead. And whenever I show my dragon, whenever I show my draconic self or the dragon's trinity here on the cemetery, they are afraid, and they shouldn't be afraid because they are dead. And I want to say this to them, but this cannot be. So you can train yourself as well, because dragon spirits or people who are like us, people who are very close to the dragon, they are also very close to feel spirits. They are very sensitive to spiritual energy. And that is also what you can have. That is also when you enter a cemetery. Just sit down, relax, do a ritual, but sense the ones that are actually gone, the ones that came before. Actually, also, that is very personal of me. Whenever I feel the people that have been here, it's like, yeah, that was a different age. Those people were actually like... And that is, I don't want to mean disrespect, but I just want to say, oh my God, it's from a different age. And that is why they are so afraid of the dragon. They don't want to see the dragon. They don't want to experience the dragon. And yet I'm here actually as a living person. I'm actually here with I have the strings on my hand, you know. I do whatever I want because I'm on the living place, and they are all on the place of the dead, and they don't even realize it, a lot of them. And when you go to the children's section, I cannot feel them. I don't feel them because it's like they, you know, the presence here on earth has been so small and so not long, so that I don't feel them as well as like I can feel the adults. The older that they are, the more experienced that they are, the more that I can feel them. But yeah, of course, dragons are not among the dead. Dragons has to come to us, you know, in a spiritual way, because they are also not allowed here anymore in the flesh and blood, just the same as them. They are not here allowed, but they sometimes just don't want to go away. But that is what the dragon wants to do. The dragon doesn't want to go away. They want to approach us. They want to go to us. They want to go to our place. That is the entire different way, of course. And because of your presence here, they are allowed to come here. So you are actually a walking energy for the dragon to be on this place. So what you actually are, but also you are very sensitive to, because of this, because of your draconic energy, you are very, very sensitive to spiritual energy. But with spiritual energy, I don't mean just the dead. I mean the dragons. The dragons are the spirits that you can feel so much because they do not allow to be here. And that is why I sometimes come to the cemetery, just sitting and chilling down on someone's grave. People might say it's like sacrilegious, but it's not, because I can feel very much what this person was. Very much. And that is what I recommend to you, to go to a cemetery and try to search and try to feel what these people were. Because the cemetery, you know, there is no one here, no one. But I can feel a lot of people here. So many of them that other people cannot see. So many that I can feel. And so many that I want to actually sometimes try to approach. But they are so afraid. They are so afraid because they can see the dragon. They can see the dragon, especially once I open myself up in the cemetery. That I open myself up to the dragon. You know, they are so afraid of the dragon, so afraid, and they shouldn't be afraid because they are already dead. But they sometimes just don't want to accept it, and that is also what fears me. I am afraid of death. Because of this, they are so afraid of death that they don't accept death. But the dragon is not dead, of course. The dragon is not a dead spirit, but they are actually, excuse me, they are actually astral projecting from the dragon realms. That is what they are doing. And because they sense your energy, they want to approach you, and they are something like astral projecting from the dragon realms. Whenever they sense you, whenever you were born here in this place, they know it. They know very much. Your dragon guardian, your dragon god, they all know it. And from the moment that you were born, they stand by your side in spiritual form. And that is something that you could feel from even if you were a baby, that you could feel the dragon spirits by your side. Of course, later on, when you grow up, it might be lesser that you feel the dragons. But still, they are still by your side. So, and later on, you get your awakening. Hopefully, you get your awakening, that you can still feel the dragons by your side. And so that you are still very sensitive to dragon spirituality, to dragon spirits in general, or spirits in general. Because the first time that I've entered a cemetery, after I was awakened, I could feel the spirits from the cemetery. It was unlike something that I could actually explain. It's something that happens to us. That is what makes you a dragon witch, because I'm walking here on this cemetery as a dragon witch simply to have experiences from it. I just want to know what is going on with us. Because like I said, on the Dragon's Path, I don't have a manual. I don't have rules or something like this. I don't have a written law. I just want to know what is going on with us. What is going on with the Dragon Witch. And I just want to know what we have to do. And that is what I can very much know about this. We are very sensitive to spirits because that is what the dragon makes of us. We are energy. We are the third dragon, and that is the reason why you can feel the energy of spirits so much. Because dragons feel spirits very much. Dragons are amazing, you know, they are actually like the spirit of death itself. They can guide you to the other side whenever they desire it to do, whenever they want it to do, because that is what they are planning to do. When they come to us, they will they will guide us the way to the dragon realms. They will guide us the way through all of this darkness of the void into the light that we are belonging. And to know the way, you have to know where this is, where this place is, of course, where this is. And this place is not be found anywhere unless you know it, unless you are a dragon. Of course, you should know the way as well, but the dragon is by your side to guide you, to aid you, and to be by your side until the last day. And the last day, they will keep you, they will take you away. You will not be a lost spirit among them. A lot of lost spirits that are just so lost. And this place is just so like dark, very dark. And that is what I could experience here. A lot of darkness, sadness, grief, unsureness. A lot of them just don't want to move on. But when we are gone, just take the hand of your dragon and just move along. Go along with them. Just whenever you see your dragon, whenever your final day here on this world is just, this life is a test in itself. Whenever your dragon is there to aid you and to give you their hand, their claws, just take their claws and go along with them. Don't be a lost soul, just like all of these lost spirits. They are all, 99% of them, in the void. And even lost here on this place. Actually, it's a very dark place. The cemetery is a dark place. And yet it's something yet so calming. Calming because there are no living people. And no living people is actually very quiet. Very beautiful, actually. But whenever your last day is there, you know, even try to enjoy this life by the side of your dragon. Your dragon does a lot for them. Of course, that is the reason why people don't see them. They are actually astral projecting from the other side, and the other side is the dragon realms. In the side of the dragon realms, the dragon tried to reach for you, your dragon guardian especially. They actually should live in the dragon realms, but they are here to aid you and to guide you. And that is what you should feel. And that is the reason why I'm here. I try to train myself into feeling spirits. And ever since I was awakened, I could do it so very well. And I try to train myself so that I can still feel the dragon at home, by my side. The dragon is here at this moment. Try to have a stroll over the cemetery. But the dragon is here as well because I want to feel him. And I want to feel the difference between human spirits that are dead and the dragon spirit that is actually not dead. You know, it's a very much difference between them. So that is actually what I recommend to you, my brothers and sisters. Train yourself. Train yourself in everything. We don't have a manual. Try to train yourself. Whenever you feel something, you should try to experience it. Because in the Dragon's Path, we don't have a manual. You just have to experience everything.